Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Prevention, detection, and punishment of crime on the nation's highways require constant vigilance and selfless devotion to duty on the part of our law enforcement personnel. Many types of crime and criminals are encountered by the Highway Patrol in their round-the-clock activity, including unexplained outbreaks of violence. One of the most deadly criminals is the amateur, the frightened, panicky gunman who shoots first and thinks afterwards. The amateur acts on impulse. He steals a car, heads for the open highway, and when he sees an isolated place such as a diner, he makes his decision on the spur of the moment. He is a man afraid, and this makes him deadly.
I'll be right with you. First. Money.
Oh, no, just a minute, fella. Take it easy. You can have anything you want, but take it easy with that gun.
Get the money fast. Don't move.
Nobody's going to try anything, fella. There's no need for anyone to get excited now. Just take it easy with that gun, and I'll do whatever you like, okay?
Get the money.
It's in the register. Do you want me to get it for you?
No. You just stay where you are.
Now, there's no need for anyone to get hurt. No need at all. It's right there in the drawer, all I've got. Help yourself.
You fool. I'm hit. You hear me? I'm hit.
Cotton? Cotton? I heard the noise. Cotton? Are you all right? I heard something sounded like a shot. Oh.
Stay right there. I'm hurt. Help me, I'm hurt!
$21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
My 1020 is Highway 42, Area 9. I'm heading in. Cancel 704 on disabled vehicles. Being towed in. 10-4?
Cancel 704 this day. Oh, I have an addition for your hot sheet. Auto theft reported 1530 this date.
Let's have it.
The owner reports an armed man forced him out of car on Highway 41, Area 8. Then headed your direction on Highway 42. 1959, green, four-door sedan. License number, MFG 015. Mike Fox George 015. 10-4?
10-4.
Help him. Can't you see he's hurt?
So am I. Go on, get inside.
Won't you please let me call a doctor?
Now listen, I'm not going to fool around. We're going inside and you're going to find something to fix my leg. Now move! Tighter. Pull it tight.
You need a doctor. Can't you understand?
Pull!
In the name of decency, won't you let me go to my husband? Please let me help him.
Stay here.
I swear I won't do anything. I swear I won't. Just let me go help him.
You can help him when I get out of here. All right, now get this. You don't move. Understand? You stay here until I get out of here. You come after me. You try anything and I'll kill you. You got that? You just stay here.
All right, now. All right, just take it easy. I'll get an ambulance. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Requesting ambulance. My 1020, Harmon's Diner, Highway 42, Area 8.
Ambulance requested. Harmon's Diner. Highway 42, Area 8.
The hot sheet. Mary Frank George, 015. The car is at my 1020. I'm investigating a shooting. I can use help. 10-4?
10-4.
Come on, who's in there?
Doris, my wife. Help her, he's got a gun.
Take a look at this, so have I. Now look, don't move. Is there anybody in there? Is there anybody in there? This is the police. Come out with your hands up. Are you coming out or am I coming in? All right, come on, make up your mind.
You come in and the lady here gets her. You hear me? I'll kill her.
Doris. Doris! I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol. Do what he tells you. Now, don't try anything. Just do what he tells you. Doris, can you answer me? Doris!
Answer him.
Just help my husband.
You hear, cop? You hear? Try anything and she gets it too.
Doris, you'll be okay if you do exactly what he tells you. Just take it easy, Doris. Everything's going to be all right.
Operator, get me Highway Patrol Headquarters, please.
Highway Patrol.
Headquarters, this is Matthews. Is Ken there? Ken Williams?
Put him on, will you?
Yes, sir. Williams.
Ken, we got a dandy this time. You know my 1020? Join me. I need help, Father. Come on.
Right away.
Cop. Cop, can you hear me? Cop.
Yeah, I can hear you.
We're coming out. Now listen to me. I got her, and I got a gun. You know that? Do you?
I keep talking.
We're coming out, and I'm gonna walk out of here. You try and stop me, and she gets it. You hear me, cop? She gets it. You hear me? I'm coming out.
All right, I'm waiting. All right, easy, Doris, easy.
Cop.
Stand still.
Doris, don't move. Don't do a thing.
You use that gun, and she gets it. You know that, don't you? Answer me.
All right, what do you want?
We're leaving. You get it, cop? I'm getting out of here, and she's going along with me.
Please let me help my husband. Please let me help him.
And you don't try anything, cop. You don't shoot, and you don't follow us. And she's coming along for a nice little ride.
Leave her here.
Oh, no. No, sir, not a chance. She's coming with me. And you try and stop me, and I'll kill her. You hear me? I'll kill her.
Can't you help him? Can't you see my husband is dying? Please help him.
You want to hostage take me? Leave her here.
Not a chance.
You heard me. Let her go. I'll take her place.
You?
Use your head, will you? You take her, we'll follow you. You know that?
No.
In about 1 minute, this place is going to be crawling with police.
You want her to die?
You want to hostage take me? I'm a policeman. You think one of my boys is going to take a chance on me getting killed? No. Come on, let her go.
You got a gun.
I'll drop it. Come on, think, will you? I'm twice the protection she is.
You got a police car?
Yeah, it's right outside. It's got a radio in it. You keep the gun on me. I'll call the patrol. Someone will let us through. Now let her go.
Throw your gun away. Clear away.
And let her go.
Not while you've got a gun.
All right, Doris, move away from it.
Throw it away. Clear away. Slide it on the floor over here.
Move away from him, Doris.
No.
Do what he says. Do anything. Can't you see? Cotton is dying. Just let him go.
All right, take it easy with him. The ambulance will be here in a minute.
Ambulance. Listen, no ambulance guys are coming in here. Not until we've gone.
Go on, Doris. Get him out of here.
Open me up.
Now we go. Your car and you drive.
Sure, it's my car. Where are we going to go?
Move! What's that noise? Cops.
Yeah, sure, we're cops. About 2 seconds, they're going to be swarming all over your back. What are you going to do now? Go ahead.
Stop!
Inside an isolated roadside diner, a killer holds a gun on his hostage. Outside in the night, men of the Highway Patrol stand ready, not daring to open fire.
Tried looking in from the side. There's no sign of them.
Well, they're in there. Mrs. Harmon spelled it out for me. Who's covering the back?
Kenyon and Riley.
You cancel the roadblocks?
Yeah, both sectors. It's getting darker. In 10 minutes, we won't be able to see a thing.
Yeah, I know. Let's pull in the cars, use what we can. You want to get started?
All right. Oh, Ken, does the wife know anything about this guy? Any identification, something like that?
No, just one thing.
What's that?
He's nervous. Too nervous from what she says.
That's some panicky amateur.
Yeah, with a gun in his hand.
Here's a horn if you want to use it.
Thanks.
Still no sign from inside?
No, and I'm gonna keep my eyes on that door.
Well, what do we do now?
We wait.
There's a light switch on the wall, you know.
You just leave it alone.
All right, come on. What now? You tell me. Your leg, buddy? Hit harder. You got a tourniquet on it. Cutting circulation off.
It's all right.
It's all right. You sure now, huh? You got a slug in it. Oh, that's just gonna be dandy.
All right, shut up, you hear me? Shut up.
I'm shut.
This is Sergeant Williams. I've got 2 squads here. 3 more units on the way. I've got blocks on both ends of the area. Everything we need is here. I've just checked the whole layout, and we're ready. We're ready anytime.
And now what do you do?
I don't care what's out there. We're still going to get out.
Why don't you tell me right now? How?
Well, the way you said. They won't let you get hurt. We'll just walk out there and get in your car. They won't try a thing.
What are you going to do with my car?
Go where I was going before with this woods. Anything.
I haven't got much of a plan, have
I don't need any. You drive, that's all. I'm safe with you.
What happens when I'm through driving? Come on, use your head.
I can make it.
You think you're just going to get out of my car and walk away? No.
We're still going to get out.
Now listen to me and listen good, because I'm going to tell you the time of the day. I know you and your type. I know them inside out. You're punks. You're amateurs.
I don't want to hear anymore.
You drive in, pull a job, you get nervous and panic. Then you start shooting. You know something else? You're going to shoot again, too. You're a trigger-happy punk.
Shut up!
That's it, boy. Panic and shoot. That's your only way out. That's the only thing you know.
I'll kill you. I swear I'll kill you.
Why don't you try it?
3 shots.
I just checked the whole area. We can close in the minute you give the signal. Shall I break out the tear gas?
Not yet. We can't take the chance. A shock like that would trigger him for sure.
Well, shouldn't we close in then?
Now, Dan figured it this way. He knew it was going to develop like this when he offered to take that woman's place as a hostage.
Figured it how?
Figured on sweating him out. That's the only real chance he has. We know he threw down his gun.
Well, the killer didn't. We just heard the shots.
Yeah, but I've got to give him all the chance he needs. It's the only way I can play it. Mr. Matthews, this is Williams. I'm holding up our attack. Show yourself if you're not hurt. If you're not hurt, come to the window.
You hear that, punk? It's the police. This joint's surrounded. This is your plan. Do you want to walk out of here alive? Let's go.
Wait.
Wait for what? Wait. I'll tell you one thing right now. You got one chance. Do you hear me good? One chance. Come on, let's go.
One chance?
One.
Mr. Matthews, if you're not hurt, Signal to us from the window. All right, this is my last warning. I want to see Dan Matthews now.
You said there was one chance.
Nobody's going to shoot until you do. Now, you're not a killer. Let's keep it that way right now, huh?
No, I killed him.
You killed who?
Well, the guy in here.
Cotton's not dead. They took him away in an ambulance.
He must be dead.
No, he's not dead. Now, you listen to me good. I'll prove you're not a killer.
How?
I'm going to walk out this door. Now, you got a gun on me. You keep it on me. Keep it on my back. I'll get proof from my boys.
Tell him I got a gun.
They know this. Hey, kid!
Throw the spots in the doorway. Yes, sir.
Call headquarters about Cotton Harmon. I want to know if he's going to live.
Yes, sir. Dennis, call headquarters and check it out.
3110 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Check the hospital and give me a report on Cotton Harmon's condition. I'll stand by. 10-4.
Headquarters to 3110.
3110 by.
Here's a report from the hospital.
Headquarters says Harmon has an even chance.
Okay, let's have the report. I want it good and loud.
Mr. Matthews,
All right, let's hear it.
the hospital says Harmon has better than an even chance to live. Repeating. The hospital says Harmon has better than an even chance.
All right, you hear?
Close the door. Close it!
There was our chance when the door was open.
Look, he asked for the report and I give it to him. If he'd wanted gas, he'd have found some way to tell us. You know, gas might be the one thing that'd start him shooting again.
Well, what does he want then? What's he trying?
The only thing he can try.
All right, you hear that? You're not a murderer. You're not facing a murder rap. Come on.
I don't want to hear anymore. Just stay there.
Would you believe me now? My boys and I are trying to help you.
I don't want to hear anymore.
You don't, huh?
Stay there.
Okay. I won't stay here. I'll sit down.
All right, kid, starting right now, this is the payoff. Now listen to me good. Think I'm going to be a chauffeur? Drive you around for miles and let you shoot me? No, not me.
Don't move.
All you want to do is get away, punk. Well, you're not going to. Watch me. Watch me. Don't take your eyes off me now.
Don't move.
Remember one thing. Remember this. You're not a killer. You pull that trigger, you will be. And I guarantee in 10 seconds you'll be dead, too. Now, do you hear me good?
I'm telling you, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Another thing. You and that gun, they're not giving me orders. All right, now watch me, punk. Watch me. I'm starting for you.
I'll kill you. Don't move. Get back, please. Get back. Get back.
Oh, come on. You got
I'll kill you.
I know your type. Come on. I know your type real good.
Get back, please.
Hold your fire.
Hold him here.
Have a cigarette?
Yeah, sure.
Might if I would. Thanks. Why don't you join me?
Thanks, I will.
You know, it's a nice night. I think we can have a full moon.
Yeah, it looks like a nice night.
Highway Patrol again next week. Until then, remember, if you care to drive, drive with care. This is Bradley Crawford saying, see you next week.
Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Distance is always a factor in law enforcement, something which is sharply pointed up by the scattered and seemingly endless areas which come under the jurisdiction of the Highway Patrol. With such a large area to cover, routine inspection tours are a necessity. On April 12th, while making such a tour, the head of the Highway Patrol came upon a hitchhiker. Not an ordinary hitchhiker, for this one was a doctor. He was also on a routine tour. No emergencies except a broken-down car. Just a series of house calls, apparently of a minor nature. But the father of the first patient feared otherwise.
How long ago did Doc leave, Mrs. Leonard? I see. No, he hasn't called. Do you think I ought to... Well, all right, I'm sure he will. Sorry to trouble you.
What did she say?
Doc left a long while ago. Should be here by now. I don't know.
Look, Fred, Johnny will be fine. Kids are tough. You're getting all excited about nothing.
Well, it doesn't look that simple to me.
Now, don't go getting yourself upset. Doc will show. You'll see. Oh, Fred. What I was talking about, the money. I know this isn't the right time, but... Fred.
I've got a sick kid in the other room. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know where the doctor is, and all you can talk about is borrowing money. Thanks.
It's just an advance against my wages.
You're taking advantage, Marty. You wouldn't do it if you worked for anybody else.
I swear I'll pay it back.
Like all the other times?
You can take it out of my wages.
You know how far behind you are now. What is it with you and money anyway? You get a lot more than any other foreman, and you know it. Still, you're always scratching. What do you do with your money?
Please, Fred.
I'm sorry. Guess I'm taking it out on you because I'm worried about Johnny. Here.
Thanks. This time it's just a loan. You'll see.
Sure. I better see how the boy is. How you feeling, Johnny? The leg any better?
All right, Pop. Fine.
Is it any worse?
A little bit. It's nothing, honest.
Doc Leonard ought to be here real soon now. He'll fix you up in no time.
Gosh, Pop, I don't need a doctor. I'm all right.
Of course you don't. But we'll let him have a look just to be sure. What do you say? Think you're good enough to take me?
Pop, I don't feel like playing.
Well, sure, son. Who we kidding? I'm no match for you anyway.
What did the doctor say?
He's not here yet.
Well, how does the boy feel? Is there anything I can do?
Relax, Doris. He's not your kid.
And so it shouldn't make any difference. Is that it, Marty?
Look, let's not make a big thing out of it.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Take. Always take and never give. Like you've taken from Fred Bell all your life and never given anything in return.
So you're gonna start that again. Let's make it short and sweet. I don't owe Fred anything. Not a single thing. We started out together. We wound up different. He owns the ranch. I worked for him. He got luckier than I did. You satisfied?
Luckier?
What's that mean?
It's always somebody else, isn't it? Somebody else's luck or break or fault. It's never you, is it?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Who do you think you're fooling? Fred Bell, because you borrow his money to gamble with? That make you a big man? Look, can't you see you're only fooling yourself?
Will you shut up, Doris?
Are you afraid, Marty? If you weren't an old friend of Fred's, then what? Where would we go? And who would you have left to blame? Me?
I'm better off listening to Fred Bell than I am to you.
And just as soon as Doc Leonard says okay, I know where the trout are biting. How does that sound, Johnny?
Swell, Pop.
Oh, big fellas, too. Real whoppers. Well, we gotta get... Be right back, son. Gee, am I glad to see you, Doc.
Car trouble, Fred. Wasn't for Mr. Matthews here, it'd still be waiting there. Oh, Fred Bell, Dan Matthews, Highway Patrol.
All right, Mr. Matthews. Johnny's in there, Doc.
You mind waiting, Mr. Matthews?
Not at all. Give me the name and number of your garage. We'll have them pick up your car for you.
I sure appreciate it. Sims Garage, the number's 112. If they want more than $5 for it, tell them to junk it.
$112, please.
Hi.
Hello.
Is that your car outside?
Yeah, I gave the doctor a lift. I'm Dan Matthews, Highway Patrol.
I'm Marty Gower, Mr. Bell's foreman.
How are you? Oh, excuse me. Sims Garage? I'm calling about Dr. Leonard's car. He had a breakdown on the highway. What? All right, you do that, will you? Must be his little girl. She's going to get her father out from under a car.
Let's have another look at that leg, son. When'd you say you stepped on that nail, Johnny?
Day before yesterday. It's nothing. It's...
How'd you treat the wound, Fred?
I washed it good. Put iodine on it.
Doc.
Oh, fine, fine. Won't be too tough to stay out of school a couple of days, will it, Johnny, huh?
What is it, Doc?
Fred, I'm going to give it to you straight because we haven't time for tact. We're in trouble. That boy waited too long before reporting the wound.
Doc, what is it? What's wrong with it?
Gangrene. Gas gangrene. It's a rare form, but it happens.
Gangrene?
Now, listen, Fred. I know how you feel, but if that boy sees you panic, he will, too, and he can't afford that. Now, please. We're fighting for time. I've got to have a serum, and we're pretty remote here. Until I get that serum, that boy's leg is going to be more painful and more swollen.
But what do? You just can't...
Wait a minute. Get me 314. Druggist. Now, don't get your hopes up. It's a long shot. Hello, Cully. Doc Leonard here. Have you got a gas gangrene serum on hand? You're looking. Huh? You have? No, I can't use it. Sorry. Thanks anyway, Cully. I was afraid of that. Expired a year ago.
Where can we get that serum, Doc?
Clark Medical Center's our best bet. They'd have to put it on a plane to Mason City. Someone would have to drive it here. It's a long drive.
Well, if we're fighting time, let's do it right. Get your hat. Come on.
You're right. That radio. That'll save time all the way around.
I think the only way to save time is to rush that boy to the hospital.
I wish it were as easy as that, but he can't be moved. It's important that he stay quiet.
Doctor, exactly what are his chances?
The only real chance we have is that serum. He's got to have it, and he's got to have it in a hurry. In a matter of hours, he'll become toxic and he'll die. Maybe 2, maybe 6, but hours. The minute that toxin reaches his nervous system, nothing will help.
Well, what do you want me to tell Clark Medical?
Have Dr. Herbert Bronson put 100 cc's of gas gangrene serum on the plane to Mason City. Somebody will have to be in Mason City waiting for it.
I'll do better than that. 2150 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Contact Clark Medical. Have Dr. Herbert Bronson put 100 cc's of gas gangrene serum on the first available plane to Mason City. Notify me the plane's ETA. Then have 3822 pick up the serum, deliver it to...
Just a minute.
Hold it, what?
The last 3 miles has taken a beating from the floods. The back road's a lot faster. If one of us is waiting for him at the Colton turnoff.
He's right.
Have 3822 meet me at the Colton turnoff with the serum. It's code 3 all the way. Be sure and notify me the plane's ETA. 10-4?
10-4.
Yeah, you know your way around in an emergency. At least that gives us a chance.
Anything else we can do, Doctor?
No, I don't think so. I'll have Doris Gower come up here. At least she can help keep the boy calm. Just get back with that serum as quick as you can. I'll start loading the boy up with penicillin.
There's really no need for you to make the ride, Mr. Matthews. I could pick up the serum and streak right back here. I know these roads like a book.
Fine, then why don't you ride with me?
Okay, but weren't you going to wait to find out when the plane gets to Mason City?
That's what radios are for. And this is one time nobody could afford to be late. Hop in.
Less than an hour later at the Mason City airport, a highway patrolman awaited the arrival of the desperately needed serum. Once the priceless package was in his hands, his job then became the saving of minutes. As many minutes as he could possibly gain on the 40-mile race to the Colton turnoff. At the designated meeting place, Dan Matthews and Marty Gower waited impatiently.
What's keeping them? They could have walked that distance by now.
It's a rough road, Fred. Give them time.
It's just that everyone's doing something, helping. Everyone but me. I don't know what to do. The truth, Doc. Is Johnny any worse? I want to know.
Now, listen, Fred. One patient is enough.
Marty here?
No. No, where's the serum?
The serum's gone. So is Marty.
Minutes later, under the capable treatment of Dr. Leonard, Dan Matthews was able to tell what had happened to him. It was an incredible story, one which left the doctor, Doris Gower, and Fred Bell speechless.
But I don't understand. How could a thing like that happen?
You know as much about it as I do, Mrs. Gower. It was a rough road. I had my eye on it every second. I didn't see it coming.
You say Marty suddenly grabbed the wheel and twisted it to the right, deliberately?
It was no accident. I slammed on the brakes, knocked myself out. When I came to, Marty was gone, and so was the serum.
But why? Marty wouldn't do a thing like that.
Lady, he did it.
It's crazy. There's no reason. What did I ever do to him? Wherever he is, he's got Johnny's life in his hand. Doesn't he realize that?
Mr. Bell, I'll get on the radio and send for more serum.
But the time,
I'll call in right away.
What are we going to do, Doc?
You've got to help, Fred. Now, you go on in there to your boy. Get that look off of your face first. Now, no matter what he asks you, be light and offhand, you understand? You go in too, Doris.
But, Doc, it couldn't be true about Marty.
Doris, please go in.
That serum, Doc. Do you really think they'll get you?
One thing at a time, Fred. What you do in there is important.
As fast as possible, 10-4.
You order more serum?
Yeah. Level with me, Doc. Can the boy last that long?
I doubt it. But we haven't any choice. What else can we do?
Well, the only thing I can do is try to find Marty Gower. What is it?
I'll ask the same question Fred did. What sort of a man would do this?
Well, let's ask his other question first. Why?
All right, then, why?
Well, there's a lot of possibilities. Some of them are pretty rough, but you keep running up against them all the time.
Name one that makes sense.
Revenge?
Fred and Marty have been friends for 11 years.
How about money?
What?
Well, Bell's a wealthy man. People have been held for ransom. Why not the same thing with serum if it's badly needed?
Oh, no.
Well, these are possibilities, and you ask for them. Look, Doc, you and I work a lot alike. You look for symptoms, I look for motives. This time we're trying to beat the clock. Well, that makes it rough.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do. Try to find Marty Gower.
What is it?
His leg. It's so swollen. He doesn't complain, doesn't say a word. Just lies there holding Doris's hand. I'm scared, Doc. I've never been so scared.
Everybody's doing all they can, Fred. Matthew's out looking for Marty right now.
Doc.
You better stay out here for a while.
Doc. I'm sorry.
What for? You're just a man who's worried about his kid? Do you know of anything else more logical?
$21.50 to $38.40.
3840. Come in, 2150.
My 1020 is 2 miles past Rollins Fork. You headed this way?
3840. My ETA is less than 10 minutes.
You know the back road from the Colton turnoff to the Bell Ranch?
Know it well.
Meet me 1 mile into the road from the turnoff. You're going to be there ahead of me. I have something else to do first. 10-4?
10-4.
The close cooperation which exists between various law enforcement bodies is in itself the best guarantee of keeping the peace. And this time was no exception. At the local sheriff's substation, Sheriff John Cook proved to be the single law enforcement officer for the large, sprawling rural area. He was eager to help in any way he could.
This kid at the ranch, he's going to die unless we find that serum. Now, before the crack-up, we had the serum in the car along with Gower. Now, Gower and the serum are missing. We got to find him.
That's a terrible thing, Mr. Matthews. Terrible.
How about this Gower? You ever had a run-in with him? Has he ever been off base?
No, he gambles a little, but that's about all. It's a rough deal, isn't it? No starting place.
Got to make one. That clock keeps moving.
What do you want me to do?
Well, from the Colton turnoff to the ranch. As many men as you've got. Fan them out through the area. See if they can pick up a sign of Gower, a trail, anything.
It's a big area. It's going to take time.
We're fighting time, Sheriff, especially a 10-year-old kid.
I'll get on it right now.
Okay.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Have information you requested. ETA of plane in Mason City is 140.
That's NG. Look, run a make on Marty Gower. Get back to me as soon as possible. 10-4?
10-4.
Highway Patrolman Abel was waiting when Dan Matthews reached the designated spot on the back road. Matthews quickly filled the patrolman in on Martin Gower's strange behavior.
Afraid I can't give you any more on Gower than the sheriff could. Quiet enough fellow. I never had any beef with him.
Nothing else, huh?
I know Gower's wife better than I know him. She's a local. Grew up here. Bell and Gower are from up north originally. If it helps any, the wife is a good girl. Intelligent, well-respected.
Yeah, I know. I met her.
Never figure her getting mixed up in anything like this.
How can you figure anybody getting mixed up in a thing like this? Look, here's where we jammed on the brakes. Then we skidded over to here. Now, in this rain, it's anybody's guess. Those could be Gower's footprints going up into the hills.
Now, let's hope not. Only fields and hills in this direction. You need an army to find them.
Any luck?
I was just going to ask you that.
I got about 10 men working in the field now. More as soon as they get here. We're branching off at the turnoff and working north, like you said.
Well, I appreciate it, Sheriff. As long as you're covering here, there's something I can try. I'll be at the Bell Ranch if you want me. You stay here and give him a hand, and meet me there.
Now, I want you to lie still, son. If you want anything, ask for it. But you need rest, you understand? Yes, boy? You just have a little fun, son. We're gonna knock it over here.
10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10-4. 10
gonna be rough for a while, Fred, but he'll make it. That's definite.
Thank heaven.
Can I give you a lift, Doctor?
I sure appreciate it.
All right, let's go.
Well, let's watch out for those holes in the road this time, eh, Dan?
The Highway Patrol story next week is a very unusual one. We hope you'll be with us. Until then, remember, the clowns at the circus, they're real funny. But on the highway, they're murder. This is Roderick Crawford saying see you next week.
Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. The United States has more automobiles per capita than any other nation in the world. It also has more automobile thefts. To combat this situation, our law enforcement agencies are ever busy, applying new and improved methods of crime detection. But the criminal, too, has also applied himself to devising new and improved methods. On the surface, there was nothing suspicious in the visit of Leroy Edwards to a wrecking yard, nor in the fact that he wished to purchase a car.
Can I help you, mister?
Yeah, I'm looking for a 55.
Any make or model?
Nope. Doesn't make the slightest bit of difference.
You're the customer. Got a 55 sports model. Just came in a couple of days ago. Well, there she is. Isn't good for much more than salvage.
I said I wasn't particular.
Got eyes for this, mister?
Yeah.
800.
For this? Why, it's good for nothing but salvage. Your boy here admitted it.
800. That's my price.
You know, I can go someplace else. This isn't the only wrecking lot in the county.
Suit yourself. Go get the registration slip and make out a receipt. And arrange for a vehicle transfer to Mr.
Russell. Frank Russell. Pushing a little hard, aren't you, Charlie?
What's fair is all I ask. I take risks, too, you know.
Try explaining that to Virgil. You know how he is with money.
You gotta spend money to make money, Leroy.
Not Virgil. He's still got the first nickel he ever made.
Under the hood.
What about that new boy?
Jimmy?
All right?
Don't worry about Jimmy. He doesn't know a thing. Eat, sleep, and pick up his paycheck. That's all he knows.
Here, I should work up a sweat. You do it for the price I'm paying. I'm gonna use your phone, okay?
Be sure and leave a dime.
Operator, I want Walnut 48737. Virgil, it's Leroy. I'm over at Charlie's. I just picked up a 55 sports car.
What's the make?
Uh-huh.
Good. How much?
800.
All right, all right. It's done now. There's no sense in crying about it. I'll keep my eye open for one that'll match it. Yeah. All right, I'll let you know as soon as I spotted one.
What?
Another one last night. Ernie's used car lot. That makes 6. We're doing everything we can. All the B cars have been alerted. Every used car dealer in town's posted.
That's not enough. Matthew speaking. What? No, believe me, you did the right thing. It's fine work. We'll check it immediately. Where's it located? Good, thanks. We'll be right over. Come on, let's go.
Patrolman Ellsworth had checked out Charlie's wrecking yard, reporting that he had talked to an employee regarding the same model car that was taken from Ernie's used car lot.
I couldn't help being suspicious. A customer pays $800 for a wrecked car and then doesn't even bother to come and get it.
How long ago was this?
2 weeks. That's what I mean. All that time, no phone call, nothing. I think he'd show some interest in it. I guess I was a little out of line, Mr. Giddings. Talking to, well, the officer without your permission. I just mentioned it in passing.
I'd like to take a look at it.
What for? There's nothing to see. Just a pile of junk.
And you wouldn't mind if we'd examine it, would you?
Okay. Like I said, just a wreck.
It's all right. Take a look at this. Serial number's been taken off.
How about that?
How about taking a look at your books?
Okay. Here it is. May 8th. The car was sold to Frank Russell.
$800. That's kind of a steep price to pay for a hunk of junk, isn't it?
The guy wants to pay that much. I don't try and talk him out of it.
You give him the registration slip?
Yeah.
Check this through DMV, will you? Can you describe the man that bought the car? This fellow, what's his name? Frank Russell?
From 2 weeks ago? Are you kidding?
I remember. Who could forget him the way he was dressed? Cowboy hat, boots.
Anything else?
Well, he had sort of a western drawl, if that's any help.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Oh, sure. I'd know him okay.
How about you? Did your memory improve any?
Could be, looks something like that, but... Gee, with all the customers we get in here...
Well, if he comes in, you recognize him, contact us, will you? Come on, Dylan, let's go.
You ain't sore, Charlie.
Haven't you got any work to do? Go on out and stack those tires. Go on, I said!
I have a dealer already
everything picked out. You'll take the car in tomorrow morning and close the transaction. 6 cars this month. At this rate, Leroy, we'll soon be rich.
You'll be rich, you mean? You know, Charlie set me to thinking. A fella ought to get a fair price for the risks he takes.
And you don't.
Peanuts. That's what I get. Peanuts. I take the chances and you collect the gravy. You're safe and cozy. There's no way the law can tie you into this racket. But me, I gotta operate out in the open. You call that fair?
I supply the brains, Leroy. The organizational know-how. The physical setup for our venture. I've got big operational expenses. Maintenance, equipment, overhead.
From now on, I am your biggest operational expense.
The Department of Motor Vehicles reported that a wrecked car registered to Frank Russell was transferred to Leroy Edwards, address RFD 19. But the car was still sitting in the wrecking yard.
You can pick up the truck later. Right now, I want you to get this car out of here. I'll phone you at the farm later and let you know where I want it delivered.
Right. Well, say, don't forget your promise to me about taking care of me.
Never fear, Leroy. I won't forget.
Oh, Virgil, I left my hat in your shop. Would you get it for me?
You're gonna lose this one of these days if you're not careful.
Operator, Walnut 48737. Virgil? Charlie, is Leroy there? Something's happened. I gotta speak to him right away.
The police? They what? No. Leroy just left here. Maybe if I hurry, I can still catch him in time.
Edwards?
That's right.
Matthews, Highway Patrol. You the registered owner of this car?
That's right. I bought it a week ago from Frank Russell. Here, registration. See?
That's it. You got any idea where we can find this Frank Russell?
No. I heard he moved away. That's all I know. What's it all about, anyway?
Nothing. We're just curious how one car can be in 2 places. Here and also at Charlie's wrecking yard. Would you mind coming along with us?
No, not at all.
We have proof the car was stolen. The engine block's been altered. Serial number scratched out and a new one put in. Who did the job for you? Who else is mixed up in this?
100 times I've told you. I bought the car from Frank Russell. That's all I know.
I think you're lying, Edwards.
Prove it.
They're both out here. Do you want me to bring them in now?
Yeah, it's be a very good time to bring them in. You want me to prove it, you said? I'm liable to do just that. I don't think there is any Frank Russell. I think Edwards and Russell are one and the same man. Would you stand up? All right, turn around. Put your hat on. Is this the man?
Well, he's dressed like Russell was. Nah, it isn't him. Russell was taller and had darker hair.
Charlie's right. Slight resemblance, that's all. He isn't Russell. Never saw the man before.
You're sure?
I said it, didn't I?
All right, you two can go.
So? Now what?
So now what? I'm going to book you on suspicion of grand theft auto. Take him out.
Let's go, Edwards.
interrogation failed to shake Edward's story. A thorough examination of the stolen car revealed that it had been processed with professional machine tools and baking equipment. What the examination did not reveal was where the work had been done.
This whole thing is too pat to be a one-setup operation.
You're thinking this stunt has been pulled before successfully?
Yeah, that's right. They case the wrecking yards. They find themselves a late model piece of junk. Then they go out and steal an identical car, repaint it, change the plates, have the registration changed. As far as DMV is concerned, they got themselves a registered motor vehicle.
Who'd get suspicious?
Look, I want to check on every wrecking yard in the area, find out all the models. Wait a minute. Better still, use this stolen car list as a check. Check all the makes and models on this list. Get on it right away, will you?
Right.
A systematic check was made of all the wrecking yards in the area. As they questioned the various proprietors, a picture slowly began to take shape. Too often to be mere coincidence, a dealer's record showed that he had sold a particular model only a few days before a car of matching description had been reported stolen.
We've made 39 absolute matchups.
It's that big, huh?
That's not all. Leroy Edwards used a flock of aliases.
All in all, this has been a very bad day.
It could be worse. But with Jimmy and you out of the picture, they've got no case. Let them bring up their other witnesses. With you gone, they got no one to testify against. I'm safe, Virgil's safe.
And I'm running the 100-yard dash. Oh, well, so I'll be the first guy to raise Rock Island Reds in Tibet. Come on, kid. Seems you're going with me.
Oh, no.
No time to argue. Get some rope, Charlie. Let's tie him up.
Leroy, come over here.
All right, so he's parked out there. That makes him a cop?
I don't like it, I tell you. Why take chances? Go out the back way. He won't even see you.
Gogerly called in. He staked out at Charlie's wrecking yard. Says Edwards rolled in there about 10 minutes ago and hasn't come out yet. Must be holding an emergency press conference.
Jump in bail. You have any idea where that puts me? Not only do I lose my farm, I'm a fugitive from justice. I'm the guy they're looking for, not you.
Oh, I appreciate the fact, Leroy. But I don't see precisely what I can do about it.
You can finance me, that's what you can do. I need money for traveling, money for living. I gotta get out of the country, and I got no eyes for hitchhiking.
I'd let you have 1,000.
Oh, no, Virgil. You're not gonna pinch pennies this time. You've been promising to take care of me. Well, put your money where your mouth is.
How much did you have in mind?
25,000 ought to do it.
I see. Well, the bank's closed. I couldn't get it today.
Wait.
No. No, I've got a better idea. You know my mountain cabin up at Lake Patricia. Well, I'll give you the key. You go up there and lie low until I raise the cash.
And my passenger, what am I supposed to do with him?
The lake is very deep.
Yeah, well, that's gonna cost extra. $5 grand.
I'll pick up the freight charges. Well, you'll need bedding and supplies. I'll go get them for you.
Oh, and if you didn't show with that money, I'd come back. You know that.
I know.
But you sure took your time about it.
I wanted to be sure you'd be comfortable. Well, come on. You've got a long drive ahead of you. The sooner you get started, the better it'll be for all of us.
Matthews speaking. What? Where was this? On the road to Lake Patricia? Okay, we're on the way. All right, take it easy, kid.
I tried to warn him. The gag. I couldn't talk. All I could do was wait. It was awful. Knowing any second it might happen. He did something to the brakes, I think.
Who? Who did something?
I don't know. I never saw him before.
Where was this?
Where Leroy took me. He parked out back. I don't really know where it was.
Could it have been a garage?
Maybe. It's hard to say. A low building. I guess it could have been a garage.
We need your help very badly. Try and remember a landmark. Now think hard, will you?
There was a poster. Sloan for Consulman. I remember that.
That's all? Just relax, kid. The doctor's here now.
We got Charlie Giddings in custody. Nothing.
What's the first thing a used car dealer does when he takes a car in trade? Gives it a tune-up and a lube job, right? Come on, get in.
A check of the stolen vehicle revealed that it had been driven a total of 15 miles between the time it was stolen and picked up. 3 of those miles were automatically disqualified. That being the exact distance from Edwards Farm to the Highway Patrol impound. The driving distance between the farm and the used car lot was 9 miles, leaving a 3-mile leeway. Somewhere within this specific area was the paint shop. Further investigation established that only one such shop existed in this area.
See something?
Where did we slip up? Where?
You tell me.
I will. Take a look.
Posted all over the place. That doesn't mean anything.
Sure it does. Now keep looking. Tell me what you see.
First bicycle shop.
That's right. We made a mistake. We assumed that the only place that would fill the gang's requirements was an automobile paint and body shop.
Yes? Can I help you?
Looks like this is home plate.
Jerk. He forgot his hat again.
Book this as evidence. I'll call in and say we've wrapped it up. Stay with him. The Highway Patrol story next week is a very unusual one. We hope you'll be with us. Until then, remember, it isn't the car that kills, it's the driver. This is Bradley Crawford saying see you next week.
Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. The man with a thumb isn't seen very often on our nation's highways, but he still exists, a vagabond, a man on the move, and often a menace to society. The Highway Patrol has joined other law enforcement agencies in a program of education, warning both driver and hitchhiker alike of the possible dangerous consequences of this practice.
Well, thank you for stopping, young man.
How far are you going, old-timer?
Well, just as far as you'll take me.
Hop in. Well, what's the idea?
You do as you're told and you don't get hurt. Drive.
We've got a new case. A hitchhiker who's been pulling a gun on his victims.
Oh, come on. They're not still picking up hitchhikers.
Yep.
Stoops.
Victim's in the next room. I'd like to have you talk to him.
All right, come on, let's go.
Name's Walter Miller, truck driver. Oh, don't get up. Mr. Miller, this is Mr. Matthews.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd like him to hear your story. Now, first, what'd the man look like?
Like a guy who needed a ride. Kind of down at the heels. And a bushy head of hair, like he couldn't afford a barber. And dirty clothes, like he'd been walking a long time. If I'd known he was going to clobber me, he'd still be walking.
Yeah, well, could you be more specific? His height, his weight, coloring.
I didn't get a chance to study him, if that's what you mean. As soon as he hopped in, he pulled a gun. Told me to drive to the Mill Road and Highway 48. He clobbered me, took my wallet, and scrammed.
Would you know him if you saw him again?
With that bushy head of hair, I should say so. Only now, on my money, he'll probably get a haircut.
Any other way you could identify him?
I don't know. His face looked kind of funny close up. Like old leather.
Old leather? And weather-beaten?
I don't know. I guess so. Only one question I'd like to ask.
Yeah, what's that?
How come he picked me? I only had $30 in my pocket.
He didn't pick you. You picked him, sucker.
Turn it off. Now take out your wallet. Carefully. Your wallet. If you want it, take it! We got to get out of here.
Joe, what happened? Your beard.
The stoop, the big fat stoop made like a hero. Started to rough me up and pull my beard off.
Joe, you didn't...
What'd you want me to do? Let him go so he goes spill to the cops? Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, thanks. The lab says the truck is clean.
You mean I can go back to work?
Yeah, that's right. And thanks for your cooperation.
What cooperation? All I can tell you about the guy is that he needs a haircut. And that he has $30 that belongs to me. You think you can catch him on that?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We'll try, and I promise you that.
Wish you luck.
Thanks.
Well, I guess he won't pick up any more hitchhikers.
I'll make books somebody else does.
.10 to headquarters.
Well, Joe? Now it isn't penny ante holdups any longer. It's murder. And the cops will be right behind us.
$7. $7 lousy bucks. It's all he had in his wallet. Why did he fight me?
Told you not to take a gun. Someday you'd use it.
How much money do we have altogether?
$32. And this makes 39.
Doesn't get us very far.
No. But we sure can't stay here.
Move on to the next town. We'll find ourselves a pigeon there. A fat one this time. One with more than $7. Get ready to move.
How was he when you found him?
He was dead. The only evidence was some gray hair he was clutching in his hand. Lad's analyzing it now. Whoever did it took off up the road. Left a good footprint right on the other side of the car. Lad's doing a plaster on it.
Any witnesses?
No, none. Victim's wallet was missing, though. We did a make on him from the car registration. His name's Martin Hoffman. His wife's been notified.
Okay, thanks.
I don't think we should have stopped here, Joe.
Why not? Good a place as any.
But the police will be looking for us. We're too close to the last place.
The police aren't looking for us. There were no witnesses. And who could connect me with that old man that got into Hoffman's car? Nobody.
Oh, you have all the answers, Joe, but I'm still scared. When we started, you promised nobody'd get hurt. If I'd known there'd be this, I wouldn't have come with you.
You worry too much. We managed to fool the cops in 7 states, and that makeup kit's going to carry us all the way to the coast. Okay, thanks. That was a lab. They come up with a surprise. You know that gray hair Hoffman was clutching in his hand? It isn't human. It came from a wig. And they found some matter under his fingernails. It's a grease paint used by actors in makeup.
That figure scan, take a look. Hitchhiker's M.O.
Say, first robbery pulled by a character who needs a haircut. Second, an old man with whiskers. And a third by a crew-cut mug with a mustache. I see what you mean.
All right. Contact every newspaper, radio, and TV station. Tell them to be in alert. Tell them to people not to pick up any hitchhikers.
Right.
Matthews. Oh? All right, thanks. Hold it.
Oh, hold on.
Got something else for you. The lab boys. Got a good making of footprints. Oh, the guy's about 170 pounds, 6 feet tall, early 30s.
On our hitchhiker. He's 6 feet tall, 170 pounds, and his 30s. Yeah, that's all we've got so far. We're just working from footprints.
Ken, the out-of-state reports. Our hitchhiker, take a look. Doing 1,400 miles in 6 days.
That's an awful lot of territory for one man to cover by himself. My guess is he's got an accomplice who picks him up after each job, and they move on fast.
Yeah, you're right, but Hoppin's been dead 4 hours, so we know he's in this area.
You think he could be backtracking?
I don't know. He never backtracked before.
Has he killed before?
No, that's the whole thing that's bothering me. Now, take a look here. See this? We know he's going west.
Yeah. See, with his knowledge of makeup, our hitchhiker could be an actor. I'll check with the Actors Guilds in New York and see if there's any show on the route he's following. I'd better alert the hotels and motels, see if any of their guests happen to be using theatrical makeup.
Joe, what's the matter with you? If the cops find this wallet on us, it'll tie us right to the murder.
Oh, stop worrying. I'll get rid of it.
Joe, what's happened to us? I don't recognize me anymore. And I don't recognize you.
It's the makeup.
Joe, you've killed a man. And you sit there joking about it, and I hate you for it.
What do you want me to do? Walk up to the nearest cop and say, "Here, arrest me. I just killed somebody."
I don't know.
Relax, Dolly. We'll soon be on the coast.
Joe, I want to go home.
What's home?
A lousy two-room cold water flat on the 3rd floor? Or your mother's house? She hates my guts. The only home we've got is where we make it. You and me. Oh, baby, there's lots of jobs out west. It's the place for us. And nothing's gonna stop us.
Joe, I'm so confused.
You know, we've been operating the same way in 7 states. First the guy that needed the haircut, then the old-timer, and the mustache. You know, the cops aren't exactly stupid. With this Hoffman dead, they could be getting a little excited. I think it's time for a change.
What kind of a change?
Well, there are plenty of diners up and down the highway. We'll pick our next pigeon in one of those diners and follow him to a nice, quiet spot. And we'll pick a guy with more than $7.
Joe, please don't take your gun with you.
Dolly, you're not thinking right. Suppose I hadn't taken the gun that last time with the Hoffman character. This is more than just a gun, Dolly. This is my friend.
His latest victim, Martin Hoffman, had resisted. Parker killed him. But the murder had netted him just $7. He had to change his M.O. to be sure his victims carried more money. The clues furnished by Hoffman's death and the out-of-state police reports had enabled Dan Matthews and the Highway Patrol to trace Joe Parker's trail of crime across the country.
How's it going? Well, it's been real quiet. Not a single out-of-state car, no sign of a hitchhiker.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
All talent guilds in New York check negative. No theatrical activity on a route taken by a hitchhiker. 10-4?
10-4.
What took you so long?
Had to find the right pigeon. It's a long way to California, and we're going to make it in one jump. There's a luxury job outside that belongs to a character by the name of Shane, who lives at 472 Elm.
Which one is he?
We're not going to play guessing games. We'll sit in our car, wait for him to come out, and then follow him to a nice, quiet spot.
Suppose he goes home.
Who cares where he goes? We'll nail him wherever it is. This one's too big to lose. Come on, finish up. Let's get out of here.
Headquarters to 2150.
Headquarters at 2150.
2150 by.
Starview Motel on Elm and Overland, answering query on theatrical makeup.
I'll check it. Meet me there. 10-4?
10-4.
We've been here too long, Joe. Let's find somebody else.
We've only been sitting here 15 minutes.
Well, it seems like an hour. The cops could be breathing down our necks.
And you know, it's a good thing I was called by you fellas. Otherwise, I'd have thought nothing of it.
Looks like we hit pay dirt. Theatrical makeup.
Is that what you're looking for?
No, you've done pretty well so far. Look, what they look like, what were their names, what kind of a car were they driving, which way were they heading?
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, and he was about 30, 6 foot tall, dark hair. She was a pretty thing, blonde, about 22. The car they were driving was a black convertible, old model, New York license, GS 4508. And when they checked out of here, they were heading west.
How long ago did they check out?
Exactly an hour ago.
I'll phone it in. Can I use that phone over there?
Go right ahead.
Thanks.
Anything else you want to know?
No, one thing. Leave the room exactly like it is. The lab boys check it over.
Okay. Listen, you wouldn't be needing a good man in your outfit, would you?
Well, at the moment, no, but if I do, I'll call you, I promise.
Will you really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks.
This is Williams. Put out an APB on a two-door black convertible, older model, about 6 or 7 years old. New York license number George Sam 4508. Containing a man about 30, woman in her early 20s. All units approach with caution. Suspect may be hitchhiker killer. Contact New York DMV for ownership of vehicle. Have the lab examine the Starview Motel. And we want roadblocks at Highway 64, junction of Amherst, Mill Road and Bronson, Roxbury Boulevard and Pine.
What's keeping him so long?
I don't know. He's taking a long lunch, I guess.
He could be in there all day.
For a pigeon like this, we got all day.
Right. Lab boys are coming out. I got roadblocks all the main arteries out of town.
Which one is heading west?
That'd be the one at Roxbury and Pine.
I'll be there if you want me.
Okay.
This is it. Let's go.
Hey, what's the big idea?
All right, Buster. If you don't want to get hurt, do as you're told.
Okay.
$30.16 to $21.50.
2150 by.
The car described by the motel owner has been traced to the Hillside Inn on Highway 56. The owner identified the man and woman we're seeking. Noticed them loitering. I've ordered an all-out check of the area.
I'll meet you there. 10-4?
10-4.
Turn on, put your hands on top of the car. Take it easy. You got a lot of money in it. Just take it easy, I won't shoot. Now give me your wallet. Here it is. Turn around. Bank night.
All right, where is it? $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters, by.
Send all units west on 56.
The New York DMV identifies that car as belonging to Joseph Parker, age 32, transient. 10-4?
10-4. You, Mrs. Parker? Get out of the car. Come on, get out. Where is he? I know you're trying to signal him.
Here I am, copper.
No, Joe!
Come on, you haven't got a chance. A couple of minutes, this place is going to be swarming with police. You haven't got a chance.
You got just 10 seconds to do what I say. 1, 2, 3, 4...
Do what he says, please.
All right, what do you want?
Dolly, get his gun and handcuff him to his car. Get a move on, Dolly.
sorry, but if I don't do what he says, he'll kill that man. I know he will.
Hurry it up!
All right. Let me have the cuffs. I'll do it for you.
You better give me the keys.
Move. Get in. Get out of here.
$21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters, fine.
Joseph Parker, proceeding west on 56. Issues with wife and a hostage. Alert all units and set up roadblocks. Proceed carefully. 10-4.
10-4.
Joe!
Turn around, quick. Come on, get out of here.
It won't work, Joe!
Get moving.
Kid! Well, get me out of this. All right, I goofed. Give me your keys.
Okay, come on. Put your hands behind you. All right, let's go. Up. Careful with my arm.
Be
All right.
careful.
Hold still. You all right? Yeah, okay. Watch yourself. Careful.
You okay?
Yes, sir.
Get in my car. I'll drive it home in a minute. You're pretty lucky. All right, take him away. Come on, move. I hope you'll be with us next week. Until then, remember, no matter how new, the safest device in your car is you. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.